Hello boaters, welcome to Narrowboat Journeys. We're on the Trent and Mersey Canal and I've just come through the Armitage Tunnel Bridge, which is number 61A, and I'm heading now towards Rugeley, and I'm going to go right through Rugeley and moor up on the other side of it. Now there are some visitor moorings in the centre of Rugeley which are very convenient for the shops, but apart from that there are no boaters facilities at all. We're now going through a long section of canal which is got concrete sides. It's like a concrete trough. It looks like it would be good for mooring on the towpath side, but I don't think you can because I've not seen any boats mooring along there, and I don't think you'd be able to get your mooring spikes in. On the left these are all long-term moorings and they've got mooring rings they can tie up to. So here's a good tip for you. If you're boating along on an unfamiliar stretch of canal and you see a potentially lovely mooring spot, if there are no other boats mooring there, be very wary as you approach it because there may be underwater obstructions, it may be very shallow, rocks underneath, you never know. Or you may not be able to get your spikes in. Usually if there's no one moored there, there's probably a good reason for it. It never ceases to amaze me how many canal bridges are on sharp bends that you just can't see around. I guess it wasn't such a problem in the old days when horses were pulling the boats. Anyway, after this bridge is where Rugeley really begins. There in the background you can see the cooling towers of the power station. You don't get to see the power station that much actually. When I came through here about 20 years ago you could see it quite a lot, but now the land between the canal and the power station has largely been built up with houses and various factories and industrial estates, and also there's a lot of new trees been planted as well, so you only get glimpses of it now and again. Another fleeting glimpse of the power station, and it's gone again. Look out, moorhen. Now, the canal guidebook that I'm using doesn't list this as a winding hole, so I don't know if it's suitable to turn around here or not. That looks like a pretty good place for a swan's nest. I hope they all make it. Now, if you want to stop in Rugeley and do some shopping, the visitor moorings are on the other side of that second bridge up ahead, and it's number 65B. It's very good moorings there. They do tend to get busy, but there's quite a lot of space. Not my favourite place to stop overnight though. The better moorings for that are further on. I'll show you that in a minute. I stopped here temporarily just to have some lunch because I'd been boating all morning and I was getting a bit tired. Then I moved on shortly afterwards. So I've had lunch and now I'm just going to find somewhere a bit more convenient to moor up, really, because I wasn't happy with letting the cats out here because the towpath, and there's a little lane on the other side of that hedge, was actually quite busy. Lots of people walking around, and the cats wouldn't have been happy there. But this is the place to stop if you want to go to the shops. This is the bridge up ahead. It's bridge 66, and if you turn right at this bridge it takes you to Tesco's, very close to the canal, and if you go left there you've got Morrison's and all of the rest of the shops in Rugeley, so it's really quite handy. You can also moor up on this side of the bridge. There's a bit of metal armco to tie up to, but it is quite limited. In my opinion, the better overnight sort of moorings are on the other side of Bridge 67 here. Now after that moored boat, the metal piling does start again, and it goes on for a long way. The houses on the right stop at that point. So on the right we've got fields, on the left we've got the backs of people's houses. But it's generally quite a nice little place to stop here. So anywhere down here I would say would be a great place to spend the night. I stayed here for several days. And I think this will do. Unfortunately, there was one downside to mooring along here. Nearly every house, it seemed, had a barking dog at the end of their garden. Well, it's time to let the cats out. They'll be keen to come out today because we've been boating for about 3 hours this morning. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. In the next trip we'll be going up towards Bishton in the direction of Great Hayward. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.